Is it Friday yet? Hello again, team. It's Jess or JashiiCorrin, and welcome back for day 16 of my Month of Planning with Me series. Sorry I wasn't able to get a video up for you guys yesterday. If you saw on my community tab, I accidentally left my phone at school, which meant there was nothing for me to actually film on. I do have my phone back today, but before we get into today's planning, first for our tidbit. Today I'm going through how I take my pictures for Instagram. For my pictures, I like them to have a white background. So for this, I use a shelf out of my parents' old cupboard. I also like to use natural lighting for my photos. So when it's sunny out, I secure the shelf underneath the handles of my study window. To make sure that my journal lays flat, I just use small bulldog clips to secure the corners. Typically, I like to take my pictures on slightly overcast or cloudy days, and this is just so that the lighting is a bit more diffused and then I don't get harsh shadows. To take my pictures, I just use my iPhone camera, and I make sure to have the guidelines turned on just so that I can line things up the way that I want. I also make sure to use the square photo setting so that it's already sized for Instagram. To edit my pictures, I use both the in-app editor in Instagram and also the app called Snapseed. In Snapseed, I mainly just go around and brighten sections that have shadows, especially any shadows that are a little bit more harsh. If necessary, I'll also change the temperature or the warm tones and cool tones of the picture. Once I've finished my editing and exporting from Snapseed, it's then time to open Instagram. I don't use any of the preset filters in Instagram because they're not quite what I'm looking for. Instead of the filters section, I'll go to the edit section, and mostly I'm playing around with brightness, saturation, and contrast. Hopefully that tidbit was insightful, and on the topic of Instagram posting, because I'm going to need to take some photographs of my journal for Instagram today, this means that for some of my trackers I won't be filling them out on camera. Instead, I'm going to have to fill them out after I take those photographs. Having a look at my weekly though, you can see that I did have quite a productive day yesterday, and I think that my day today was quite productive as well, even though the to-do list isn't quite as full. I've already gone in and checked most of these off, but I can go in and check off that the event proposal for the zoo trip did get done. While I'm on this page, I can also go and fill in my 3x3 reflection from last night. So in terms of my positives from yesterday, it was that I had a productive day, I did well with portion control, and I got the Year 8 assessment materials finished. In terms of my challenges, I ended up having KFC for dinner, accidentally left my phone at school, and I had quite a craving for snacks yesterday. For the intentions that I had for today, it was to get the zoo proposal done, which did happen, get my senior printing done, which did happen, and put away my laundry, which also did happen. So although I usually wait until the end of the day to do my 3x3, I am going to write down one of the positives from today. I can also write down one of my intentions for tomorrow, which is to get my full liter of water. For the rest of my reflection though, I am going to leave that till later today. Flipping back to my monthly pages. So I can tick off that today's events did happen. I can also write down that I have tutorials tomorrow. And I do have that on the following 2 Thursdays as well. Flipping over. So since our last check-in, I have checked off that the test writing for the Year 11's waves and the Year 12's electricity test happened. Thus the printing that I was able to get done today. I don't have anything to check off on my bucket list. Moving over to my habits and steps, I have already filled these out, but I'm not going to be filling in anything for today because, as I mentioned before, I need to take photos of these pages for Instagram, and I want them to all be up to date for the 15th rather than the 16th. For my Instagram, because I didn't have my phone in the evening yesterday, I will probably be posting 2 pictures tonight. One of which I already have a photograph of, as you will have seen, and one that I'm yet to take a photograph of. In terms of YouTube, I can check off photographing for Insta. Similar to what I do for Instagram, I'm not too worried if this actually gets posted on the day that I've written it down for, but I did want to mark off that I did miss a video. So for the Saturday slot, I've just checked off that it was technically ready to be filmed, but it didn't actually happen. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't a planning issue, it was a lack of recording device issue. For my money challenge, I've gone and filled this up to our budgeting date, and I also know that today I spent over $40 because I had to go and get a new passport. Not too sure what my total spending was for yesterday though, and that one will get filled in next week when we do our budgeting again. For active minutes, I already filled this one in as well. So, active minutes hasn't happened since the 9th, which is a little bit depressing. I think that the chances of it happening tonight are also pretty slim, with me going to that awards ceremony. But we'll see what happens. In terms of my one word a day, for Monday it was productive, and for yesterday it was sold. They put the property sold sign up yesterday for the house next to ours. Not really too sure how I feel about that, thus the little face. And I've also already updated my meal log. What I haven't updated though is my PowerSheets, so over to them. So I do have Monday and Tuesday to fill out here, and some of them happened, some of them didn't. In terms of weekly actions, I have scheduled next week's lessons, so I can check that one off. But in terms of the others, they're not quite finished yet. I can also note down that I made a little bit more progress with dealing with the ants, and a little bit more progress with spending time with my friends. One of the tasks on here that I am quite excited to be checking off probably tomorrow will be getting the 2020 PowerSheets. They do get released tomorrow, and I am very excited to get my hands on the 2020 version. I know they've made some cool changes in the next edition, and I think it's going to help me even more to reach my goals. I know I did literally just say check off, but I probably won't fully complete this box until they arrive in the mail. But I think that ordering and paying for it would get me at least to halfway. I'd love to know if you guys were going to get the PowerSheets next year as well. And if you were getting them, which colour were you thinking about getting? I've got a poll up in the corner and I'd love to know what you were thinking. Thank you for watching, team. If you liked today's video, please do make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you wanted to see more from me, feel free to go check out one of my other videos. Until next time, bye!